What if I told you that failure doesn't exist? What if I told you that there is an undeniable, undisputable scientific evidence that can be presented to you that will really make you understand that there is no such thing as failure? Hi, I'm Maria, and I'm here to deposit a really important piece of information from my brain directly into yours. Direct. Plot twist, failure doesn't actually exist. It exists only in your mind. Yes, specifically your mind. How would you change your life? Would you change it at all? Would you suddenly start taking up all of these new and amazing things that you've never tried and just not really attach yourself to the outcome and just enjoy the process? Or would you maybe just sit and kind of do the exact same thing for years, convincing yourself you're good at it, only because you've never actually attempted to do any other things out of sheer fear that someone is going to come, look outside from you and tell you that you're a loser because you're not good at it? Firstly, who is that person and are they qualified to tell you that? Secondly, did you ask them? And thirdly, just tune out the noise, because I'm here to present you with an actual, let's wait for the graph. I'm here to present you with an actual scientific evidence that failure doesn't exist, okay? Okay, here goes. It doesn't. It doesn't. Failure is a social construct that only exists if you measure your sort of success on a spectrum, and then you present that spectrum to the outer, wider society group, and you ask them for validation. So here you see a visual representation of data. This is a line behind which failure hangs out, okay? If you're at a 0, that means you've not really started your journey on the graph. Now, if you're moving really, really, really slowly and you're only, let's say, at division 2, and you don't feel like you've moved very far in your skill, sure, that's fair. But guess what? You're not at 0 anymore. You haven't failed at this just because you started. It's as easy as that. And guess what? If you're moving with a decent amount of consistency and effort and time dedicating to the skill, in no time, you are going to be at a 10. And then even 100. Even if you regress suddenly because you don't have as much time to spend on the skill, or maybe your hyper-focus left you, now you're just not as interested in this thing. Now, would you consider this failure? I hope not, because true failure only exists where you haven't actually embarked on any sort of skill, right? So please tune out the noise that tells you to never try anything because you're not going to be good at it, okay? You're only going to get good at something by starting and moving past a 0. Moreover, to get to 100 at any skill, you have to be at a 0 at some point. But you're never going to be at a 0. Never. You started the skill, the graph skill, you started it, so you're not going to be at a 0. So all the people telling you that you should not start something just because you're not going to be immediately good at it or because it's challenging to do, please don't listen to them. Please. For all that is good and glorious, please don't. So guess how you can not fail today? You can start something you've never tried and fail at it. I hope you get my message, because it's meant for you. Thank you, and follow for more.